Hello, powerful one. Welcome to this edition of Inner Growth with Osezwa Elimihe. What actually happens when we are confronted by the difficulties of life? Why is it that some people, through difficulties, they rise and become stronger than ever before, and others, the vast majority, crumble? What is the secret? What we're talking about right here is what are the mental attitudes that separate losers from winners. But let me explain this right away. There are no losers. Even if people see you as a loser, it's because you have chosen that path. You are not a loser, you are a learner. All of us are learners as students of life. We chose that path for now. We will come back and come to winning ways later. But what is the mentality? What is the mental attitude between those who we see as winners right now and those who are seen as losers right now? It is because the winners allow the light of their being to rise above their circumstances. Why? People whom we see as losers are people who lower the light of their being below their circumstances, and then a huge shadow is formed, and that shadow becomes larger than they, and they are blotted out from the canvas of their being. Therefore, people see their problems, they themselves see their problems, and they don't see themselves, and they see themselves as so powerless and so weak. Then they color life as harsh, difficult, and all of that. There's no temptation that comes before a human being that human being does not have the capacity to conquer. What is the capacity? The light of our being. Because circumstances, temptation, trials are dark images. When the light of our beings are pumped on them, they fizzle. Well, we shall talk more about this when we come back from the break. I am Osezwa Anthony Elimihe. You know me. I am in the game of helping you grow from inside out. That is the drill. You're welcome back. So let's go into it right away. How are you doing? I believe that you're feeling the good side of life. But this is one thing. There is this understanding that there is a good side of life and there is a bad side of life. I would be very happy if you will understand that there is only one side of life, which is life. There is neither a good nor a bad side of life. The idea of life being good and bad is the product of duality, which is a product of our separatedness from the source. Now, I remember I once said that a grateful soul is fearless of whatever life may bring, whatever tomorrow may bring. A grateful soul is a confident soul because the soul has one understanding that come rain or shine, all is always well with them. A grateful soul understands that there is always abundance, even when scarcity seems to stare them in the eye. A grateful soul knows that there is safety when danger seems to stare them in the eye. That there is love when hatred threatens their life. The reality is that head or tail, you always win. That isn't just the destiny of a grateful soul, it is your destiny. And your soul is a grateful one, but your mind is that entity that is not grateful. And your mind is not ungrateful because it is its nature to be ungrateful. Your mind is ungrateful because there are content of ingratitude loaded into your mind, and therefore your mind behaves accordingly. I would want you to understand that your mind is like water, except that it is not a content, it is a container. The thing is this: water takes the shape of its container, but the mind takes the shape of its content. Okay, so your mind becomes what you feed it, and what you feed your mind becomes you. This is it, and always remember that your mind takes the shape of what you feed it. It takes the color, it takes the attitude of the thing you feed it. So what do you want to feed your mind, or what have you been feeding your mind? This is an age of talk. Human beings have never talked as we now talk in the history of our existence. Technology has made it very easy for human beings to connect through talk. And you see, what is talk? Talk is the extension of ourselves to others. So what have you been extending to the people around you, to the people in your space? And what have you been taking from the people in your space that you listen to? Your mindset will determine the kind of talk that you know, because your mindset filters life for you. Now, when you are going through tough times, you understand that nothing is evil in your life, then your mindset will filter out all possible negations of your true reality. The things that are confronting you are negations of your reality. And what is your reality? Abundance, joy, power, wisdom, love. That is you. That is who you truly are. So when difficulties tear you, it is only saying that it is time to move away from where you are right now. It is enough of this space. Move forward. The challenge of difficulty is the challenge of growth. Now, a lot of people, when they are faced with difficulty, the only thing that comes to their mind is escape. They want to escape from that difficulty, instead of them looking into the lens of the difficulty and saying, what exactly is contained in this matter? What should I be doing right now? What next level am I supposed to go into? And what should I do to go to that next level? Instead, they start wondering, why is this thing happening to me? How can I get out of this? I am not happy. I don't like this. Then what you are doing is that you are losing sight of the message of life, the message of your moment. You're losing it because you are not willing to accept the message of your moment. Your mind returns to default. And because you cannot keep staying where you are because of the challenges that are facing you, your mind pulls you back to your past. And it pulls you to your past, you return to where you didn't want to find yourself because you were looking for safety, you're looking for escape. But this is it. I don't want you to have any problem with life this year like you had it last year. I want you to grow. I want you to become very bold, very, very resourceful, because that is who you are naturally. You are a being of courage and resourcefulness. Therefore, connect with it. But this is it. Our connections are broken when we are not focused on that which we truly are. When we allow fear to come into us, when we allow anxiety, when we allow worrying, when we allow hatred, when we allow anger to come into our space, when we feel that our lives are in the hands of others to threaten. Circumstances are not as strong as you are. Circumstances exist because you are. If you cease to exist, circumstances cease to exist for you. Therefore, do you not think that since you are the reason for circumstances, you should doctor your circumstances and control how your circumstances pan out? This is not a motivational channel. It is a channel for showing you who you truly are. And all we are interested in, my friend, is for you to know who you are and walk in that light, walk within that mentality. And what is that mentality can do, can be, can have? All of these things, beingness, doingness, and havingness are nature to you. But you see, focusing on external doingness will not help you. You have to learn to go inside. That is where your power is. That is where your fulfillment is. That is where your all subsists. I don't know how you spent today. I don't know how you woke up this morning, but you see, connecting at the moment of waking up with your reality is key. And affirmation is your power. Use it. If you don't know how to use affirmations, I will put some of my videos on the channel that talked about how to use affirmations, how to structure your day as you wake up on a daily basis. The truth is this: if you do not construct your life constructively, consciously, nobody will do it for you that way. But you see, nature, life, the way you have allowed it to be by your mind's dictations, will construct life for you. Don't allow your mind to go rogue on you. Control your mind. Let the mind trust you. Show the mind that you are the boss. Problems are not calling you to go outside and seek solutions. Problems are telling you, go inside, for there is a reservoir of power within you, and there is mobility in life within you. Outside of you is stagnation. Do not listen to the call of stagnation to run out. If you have ever been in a state where you are between fear and staying where you are, you will notice that it is when You start anticipating possibilities within the circumstance that is facing you, that you begin to allow in fear. What kind of possibilities are you looking at? You are looking at possibilities of things that have happened before, and that is a very lean possibilities. But you see, your life is endless, infinite possibilities. Therefore, why don't you just let go of analyzing circumstances and just trust that it doesn't matter how terrible this situation is, it doesn't matter how challenging or daunting this challenge is, but one thing I know is that I am beyond this. These things exist for my sake, therefore I will condition and color these things to my taste, and then begin to speak to the circumstance within yourself. Don't address the circumstance directly, address yourself. Says one, this is not real. Your existence is what is making this real. Your light is falling against the world, and that world is creating this shadow. Change the angle of your light, and then this shadow will disappear. Anybody that understands lighting know what that means. If you have a big shadow somewhere, you change the angle of the light. Sometimes if you lift the light higher, the light source, if you lift the light source higher, it will drop the shadow very far away from where it can be reflected. Therefore, lift the light of your being so high that they are higher than the problem, higher than the circumstances, higher than your environment. Don't see your reality through the lenses of your environment, through the lenses of your circumstances, through the lenses of what people are saying to you, and don't see life through the lenses of what has happened before. See life through the lens of your being. What can happen that hasn't happened before? What are the transformational possibilities in these circumstances right now? What can be that can bring about my own growth? I choose growth, and I am walking my life towards growth, and I invite only growth possibilities, only growth equation into my affair. I am solidly and wonderfully built. I am resourcefully loaded. Therefore, I will always triumph over my circumstances. This one thing I want to let you know, that you must not let the divine, the source, down, because you are the banner of the Almighty. You are the ensign of the Almighty. If you let the Almighty down, it's not going to be a palatable thing, because that is the source of all sorrows. Banner man, lift the name of your source. Let your creation, let your source, let your being honor and hallow your beingness, your reality. Therefore, come what may, remember, your power is inextinguishable. Your power conquers all. Focus the energy of your power on your circumstances and you will win. Don't focus your energy on the environment. Don't focus your energy on what has happened to people in similar situations before, because that's very minute possibilities you're picking. Focus on that which is possible. Focus on possibilities that are beyond the imaginations of human mind. Then you are beginning to see the light. You are the light in the tunnel. Don't look for any other light. You are the power you are seeking for. Don't seek any other power. You are the beauty you are looking for. You are the helper you are looking for. You are the praises you are looking for to sing. Trust in yourself. Remember one thing I once said before: he, she, they who trust in themselves are trusting in their source, in their creator, because in you is the full power of the creator made possible, made visible in your space. Be the king, because that is who you are. Assume your role as king, and do that every moment you wake up. Even if you forget, as you remember that. As you take in water, as you take in food, as you make contact with people, remember who you are. You only help people. You only energize people. You don't take from people. You don't accept external energies. You are the energy that boosts others, because you are the source made flesh. God bless you.
Na